Hi, creative people. Good evening. I hope you all are good. I'm here with another video. On this video, I'm going to talk about the color in Adobe Illustrator. Well, what are the ways to apply color and how we can create a color palette? Okay, and there are some hidden setting or features to customize or to use color in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, if you have a huge files in Adobe Illustrator or lots of artwork, and applying a color in Adobe Illustrator is easy if you know this global setting. Okay, so these are the topics that I'm going to cover in this video. Without further ado, let's jump into the Adobe Illustrator. Okay, like applying a color in Adobe Illustrator is very easy. Okay, so whenever if you want to create any kind of shape using any tools, for example, here I will take any shape tools. So I will create a rectangle tools. Okay, now there is a white and a black color is already applied. Now where we can see, okay, so see here in the just below the menu bar that we can see the color. Okay, so here we can select lots of color. Okay, by default there are a list of some color palette that we can select. Okay, this is a filled color, and on the side of like right side of this filled color that we can see the stroke or outlined color. Here also we can change the color, but now we are maybe you cannot see. It's because like we have a very less point of stroke. Let's increase so that we can see the color. Okay, now you can change the color and you can see the change in outline or stroke in color. Okay, so now I'm not going to like in depth in stroke. I'm just talking about the color here, and there is another way to apply. So this is one. Okay, now second way to apply is here on the bottom of this toolbar. We can see the color palette. Okay, see, if we select any color or sorry a shape, and then we can apply. This is filled color, and just below it is outline color. Here what we can do is we can simply switch also. Before it was outline, and if I want to make it like a filled color, then I can simply swap the color. See, it's very easy to switch and swap. And here also there is a three different variation. So first one is none. If I like select any specific area and if I click on that, then I can like select that particular point and I can remove the color. Okay, so there is also another way. So same here also, if I select any color or if I don't want to apply, then there is one cross, then I can select this. Okay, let me increase the point. Okay, now and here also I can apply same option is there, so I will apply here. Okay, and there is another small things, that is the gradients. We will talk about the gradient in later. Let's apply let's get to know about the other way to apply a color. So you can apply this color again from the property panel. If you select the subject, then here on a property panel you can see the fill and the stroke. Okay, if you want to change the fill color, then simply you can click on there and you can select any kind of color and you can apply it, or you can simply select from the range of the CMYK, or if you want to switch any other form, then RGB also you can apply. Okay, and if you want to play with the gray scale only, then you can simply see you can see the key color, and then you can increase or decrease the percentage, then it will say so. But mostly RGB and CMYK will be fine to play around. Okay, so these are the way that you can simply play here. And likewise for the stroke also same. If you click on, then it will appear the two different options, then you can apply. And there is another way. So for example, here on a window menu, we can see the color. See, we can enable the same kind of label or pop-up dialog box, like here on a property panel, or here on this just below the toolbar, or just below the menu bar. See, here also we can apply or select any color. Now we have a color palette also. First, let's understand here how. So simply if I click on this, I can see this kind of dialog box, and here I can click and I can get new swaps or a new color group. I can create anything, but here I can see the open swatch color library. Okay, so here a list of library, I can select it. So let's say open swatch library and corporate color. If I select, then it will come on one dialog box, and here I can select multiple options. There are already created as preset by the Adobe Illustrator, and if I want to switch, then here from here I can like switch back and forth. Or if I want to see the list, and then I can see, clicking on that menu, I can see the list. See, fruits. So these are the list of color, and if I want to, then I can click and apply. See, it's very easy, right? So now this is the basic way to apply any color, and it has already a preset that you can apply from that. Or if you want to simply create your own color palette, then obviously you can go into the Google and search Adobe color. Let me show you that also. For example, let's say here I will type Adobe color, and if the first link is also is for the color palette, and here you can select as for the color theory. Okay, so you can select any color whatever you want to like, and you can play around with this kind of format also. It's a kind of framework to select a color. Okay, so and then you can use those color here, and you can add to on a library. Okay, you can save it, and then it will come into your library. Okay, for example, if there is no library, then from Windows menu again you can enable the library. So here there is a library, and you can get your color, saved color here. Okay, this is the way that you can see your. Okay, so this is a very simple and basic way to apply a color for your any object. Okay, now let's talk about the global color. It is a little bit much more important. Why? First, let me create a random artboard that has many element and different colors. So I will create random artboards, and I will organize. And let's suppose there is one small trick. Okay, a copy and paste. So I have a lots of artboard, and what I want to do is I want to keep those element in every artboard. So how can I do it? I can simply select and copy, and then I can click on paste on all artboards, and voila. So it's very easy. Okay, uh, you can like simply paste on all artboard if you want to paste. And if you have like lots of, obviously if you have only one or two artboard, you can do it manually. But if you have a large artboard, then you can use this feature, and it is quite handy. Well, let me show you now. The main focus point is for the global color. Okay, so first I will keep it very simple to make you understandable. Will just remove the outline color for all. Okay, so now there I applied color. Okay, so simply, for example, let's suppose this is one brand identity. Okay, it is a similar color. Okay, for all are similar color, let's say. So what happened is I select, let's say mistakenly I select any different color. Okay, I want to change. Now it's, suppose it's orange, then I need to change in green color. Now for that, if I didn't use any global setting, then what I have to do is, even if I like I need to do some manual thing. Okay, so I have to apply for it as a manually. Okay, so likewise I can select any color, and then um, I can change likewise. See, I need to do by manual for each and every shape. It is time consuming process. Instead of that, if I create, let's say this is my original color, okay, and if I create, let's say here there is a one loss sign, new shot. If I click on here and let's say I will rename it primary color for this, okay, and here there is a one global, okay. So I'm clicking on that particular part and I will click on okay. So here I can see the small icon changes also. In the other color there is no any like rectangle box. Here I can see, okay. Now I can apply for simply color. Let's say I can actually here I can select likewise because I don't have any complex design, and I can apply this color. But now as I mentioned that if I need to change the color as a whole, how can I do? I don't have to select any more object, okay. Simply I can drag my this uh, level and I can select whatever I want, and I don't have to select any object, okay. So simply I can change the color. It is very handy tools to apply the color, okay. Well, there are a few other color setting for to apply here in Illustrator. Let me give you a basic idea. So I'll zoom into here. Here you can see the fill color. It's very simple, as you already know. But there we have a gradient color, and we can see this option here on a toolbar. This is a gradient, or simply here on a like bottom we can click here also, we can get the gradient. So let's say simply if I click here and then I can simply click on that particular object, default gradient will apply here. Now from here I can select the gradient, what we call the layer, okay, not here, see here, sorry, just sorry, okay. So this is the gradient setting. Now if you want to, if you need a dialog box, then obviously Windows, and we can enable this dialog box from here, and I keep it here. So here we can change the lots of setting here, so we can simply select change any other different color also, okay. And it's pretty like easy to apply color here, or we can select our own global color or any other sources, okay. This is another way, and we can swap the angle, okay. We can flip it, or we can change the angle also. See what kind of angle that we need from here, or manually we can do this, and we can change the color, like click and drag from any particular area so that you can apply. And we can change the type, so it is a linear gradient, and we can change radial gradient also, okay. And then we can again same, we can play around with the this settings. And there is another free form gradient. So free form gradient means wherever you can click and you can create a like puppet or dots, and you can apply the color. So there is no any like fixed color that you need to stick with. Anything you can apply, anything, and you can create a very awesome and organic kind of color background, dynamic background, okay. It is quite good to play around with these tools. So every anchor point are quite dynamic. You can increase and decrease the radiation, okay, and then you can apply, and it will automatically try to blend with these two different colors, and it will create a very unique background. Even though you can switch here from line to see, you can change or play around, and you can create your unique dynamic background, okay. Obviously it's not now, it's not good, but still we can see the a dynamism. So well, this is the way to apply a gradient in your background or a color, okay. And this is the pretty much basically everything about the color to apply. So this is the basic way to apply the color, and these are the multiple ways. So from here also you can apply, from here also you can apply, from properties panel also you can apply, or even you can enable the color panel. So from these windows and gradient, and you can apply, okay. There are a few other options also. Obviously we will explore much more things in later videos. but this is the basic things that you can apply. But remember the global setting. Okay, so whenever you are working on a good so let's say large file or complex file, then try to create a global color, so that if you want to change the color in later, then obviously you can change. Okay. Oh, one more thing. Okay, there is one more thing I need to show you, okay, about the color. So for example, I have a let's say one design that has multiple color. Okay, and if I want to change, then simply I can select those color, and here there is one small wheel. Okay, so I can select the recolor artboard, and there is one new feature. Okay, okay, so that is called generative recolor. Okay, it's still it is on beta version, but here you can type any word, warm and futuristic. Did I type in wrong spelling? Okay, so now after typing your keyword, what kind of color palette that you want, then you can simply click on generate. Okay, here it will give you like some palette. See, as per your prompt. So my prompt is warm and futuristic, so obviously you can see the warm and futuristic color palette. So simply you can click and it will automatically apply here. Okay, this is one AI feature like used in Adobe Illustrator, and recolor means it's manual way to apply. There are lots of like feature, and you can select any other. Again, see, you can select the color palette, or you can select from any other sources. Okay, using eyedropper tools or any other way. This is also another way to apply color in mass. Okay, as per your requirement. So simply for like previous and backward is that this is undo or redo, or simply a previous and backward option. So well, pretty much these are the options, and we will explore in other video.